A few years ago, I thought my tomato plants had a fertilizer problem. The plants looked decent, but the tomatoes kept cracking. Blossom end rot showed up constantly, and by late summer, the plants seemed exhausted. One year, I harvested barely enough tomatoes for a few salads. Then I changed just one thing. Not the soil, not the fertilizer, not the tomato variety, just the way I watered. And suddenly, my harvest completely changed. Have you ever grown tomato plants that looked healthy, but somehow the tomatoes stayed small, split open, or stopped producing halfway through summer? Meanwhile, another gardener barely seems to touch their plants, and they're harvesting basket after basket. Well, today, I want to show you the tomato watering mistake almost everyone makes, and the simple fix that can lead to stronger plants, healthier roots, and much bigger harvests. Welcome back to Senior Garden Advisor. I'm glad you're here. The good news is tomatoes are not difficult plants, but they do need watering done correctly. And honestly, this is one of the most misunderstood parts of tomato gardening. Especially for busy gardeners or senior gardeners, it's easy to believe that watering a little every day must be helping the plant. For years, that's exactly what I thought too. So if you've been doing this for a long time, don't feel bad. Most gardeners were taught the exact same habit. Here's what many gardeners never realize. Tomato problems usually begin below the soil, long before the plant visibly struggles. A mature tomato plant can send roots several feet deep into the ground when conditions are right. But when you lightly water every day, the moisture stays near the surface, and the roots stay near the surface too. That creates weak root systems. Weak roots lead to all kinds of common tomato problems: small fruit, yellow leaves, cracked tomatoes, blossom end rot, flowers dropping, and stressed plants during summer heat. The biggest issue is not simply too much water or too little water. It's inconsistent, shallow watering. That constant wet-dry cycle stresses the plant over and over again. So here's what works much better: deep, slow watering. Personally, I would rather deeply water tomato plants 2 or 3 times a week than lightly water them every single day. When water moves deeper into the soil, tomato roots follow it downward. That creates stronger plants that tolerate heat far better during summer. Now here's the important part. When you water tomatoes, don't just wet the top inch of soil. You want moisture reaching several inches deep into the root zone. For mature plants, that often means roughly 1 to 2 gallons of water per plant during hot weather. And slow watering works best. I like using a hose on low pressure, soaker hoses, or drip irrigation. The goal is to soak the soil slowly enough that the water actually penetrates downward instead of running across the surface. And always try to water near the base of the plant instead of spraying the leaves. Wet leaves encourage fungal diseases, especially during humid summer weather. Morning watering is also best whenever possible. That gives the plant time to dry before evening. Now here's another mistake many gardeners make. They water on a schedule instead of checking the soil first. Tomatoes don't always need water at the exact same time every day. Cloudy weather changes things, rain changes things, cooler nights change things. So instead of guessing, check the soil. Here's the easiest method. Push your finger several inches into the soil near the plant. If the soil still feels cool and slightly moist, wait another day. But if it feels dry several inches down, it's time to water deeply. This simple habit alone can prevent many overwatering problems. And overwatering can actually look very similar to underwatering. Leaves droop, growth slows down, lower leaves turn yellow. Many gardeners immediately add even more water, which often makes the problem worse. Tomato roots need oxygen too. If the soil stays constantly soaked, roots struggle to breathe properly. So the goal is not constantly wet soil. The goal is evenly moist soil. Now, here's something many gardening videos never explain. Tomato watering should change as the plant grows. Young tomato plants have small root systems, so early in the season they may need watering a little more often. But once plants mature and roots spread deeper, watering should become less frequent but much deeper. And during extreme heat waves, mature plants may need additional deep watering, but avoid returning to quick, shallow daily watering. That shallow watering is what trains weak roots in the first place. Now, here's a little senior gardener tip that has helped gardeners for generations. After watering deeply, place mulch around the base of your tomato plants. Something simple like straw, shredded leaves, grass clippings, or untreated wood mulch. Mulch helps soil hold moisture much longer. That means less watering, less stress on the plant, and less work for you during hot summer weather. And honestly, mulch can make a huge difference during heat waves. Let's talk about one of the most frustrating tomato problems: cracked tomatoes. You wait weeks for beautiful, ripe tomatoes, then suddenly they split open right before harvest. Most of the time, inconsistent watering is the cause. Here's what happens. The soil becomes extremely dry. Then suddenly, the plant receives a huge amount of water all at once from heavy watering or rain. The fruit swells faster than the skin can stretch, and the tomato cracks. Another common issue is blossom end rot, that dark black spot on the bottom of tomatoes. Many people think it's a disease, but often the real issue is inconsistent moisture, making it difficult for the plant to move calcium properly. Again, steady, deep watering solves a huge part of the problem. Now here's another helpful trick. Learn to read the plant itself. A little drooping during extremely hot afternoons is often normal. Tomato plants sometimes protect themselves from heat by temporarily wilting slightly. But if the plant still looks wilted early in the morning, that usually means it truly needs water. That small difference can prevent a lot of unnecessary overwatering. Now, here's one of my favorite old-school tomato watering tricks. Take a plastic bottle or milk jug and poke several tiny holes near the bottom. Then bury it beside the tomato plant with the top sticking slightly above the soil. When you fill the bottle with water, moisture slowly seeps directly into the deep root zone over several hours. It's simple, it's inexpensive, and it helps reduce evaporation while encouraging deeper roots. Many experienced gardeners have used this trick for years, especially during hot, dry summers. So, let's bring it all together. The mistake most gardeners make is shallow daily watering. Instead, water deeply, water slowly, check the soil first, mulch around the plant, focus on the root zone, and keep moisture consistent. Those simple changes can lead to healthier plants, fewer diseases, less cracking, less blossom end rot, and much bigger tomato harvests. If this video helped you, subscribe to Senior Garden Advisor for more simple gardening tips designed to make growing food easier and more rewarding. And down in the comments, let me know, what's your biggest tomato growing challenge this year? I always enjoy hearing from you. And if you want sweeter tomatoes and bigger harvests all summer long, watch this next video.